We have just opened it up. We've opened up the question mark of what the hell is the blockchain?
We're making a website. I don't know what that's going to look like yet. So I guess we should just get into this. Oh, that looks so cool.
That's what's about to happen. It's hacking time. Yeah, baby. We got it. We got it. Okay, so now we're going to start into the research end. The research end, this is sort of boring. I mean, but I could really use you guys, your help trying to figure out some of these big pieces. I'm not really going to write anything down. We're just going to kind of go through websites, see what we can find. I think the first thing, we'll just go top to bottom. For Chrome extensions, what do we have there? So we can do a developer version of an extension. So we can just basically test it live. That's cool. Now, once I have this done, how in the world do we get this over to like the extension store? So first you build it, then you test it. Do we want to easy mode all the off? We could make it so your Google account associates the extension and you use your Google account to sign in to create an account on our site and use it there. All we're going to do here is zip it up and then publish it. Let me start taking some notes on costs. We have to do all this stuff for, wow. So we're going to have to develop all these little stupid things. So $5. I think that pretty well scopes out the extension end. It seems pretty straightforward though. So what would be our next question here? Ruby on Rails. Let's just see. Yeah. If we want to do Rails or Sails or something else, well, let me just see. What is the state of Rails? Oh, we're up to version 6. Damn. I haven't used Rails, I think, since 5.2. Well, of course, there's all these things saying how to painlessly set up your Ruby and Rails dev environment. But come on. It's always painful. We're not going to be working on a Macintosh, an Apple, so we don't get like the super easy mode of just building it on top of your OS like a dum-dum. What is this site? Rollout.io? What do they do? Oh, it's for big boys. I don't want the big boy software. I want the little boy software. I want the I just need to turn on a local environment to do this real quick and then turn it off later. Let's just look at Laravel Homestead because we could just do this thing in PHP. I haven't used PHP in a long time. Is there anything like Ruby on Rails Homestead? Because that's the kind of stuff people will search for, right? Was Railsbox. This is, we're into ancient. We've discovered the ancient forum posts from 2015. These sites probably won't even exist anymore. Yep, that one's gone. Okay, what about Rove? Risky clicks. Oh, wow, sure. Okay, that's these projects made it. So somewhere in here they should say, oh, it requires Ruby version 2.5 or later. We could use old boy Nanobox, which would easy mode this whole thing. I don't know why they wouldn't just make it like, that's a cough. But is this what I'm looking for though, Nick? I mean, I can do this with anything. I'm just looking for, oh, it's a Laravel like MVC. Well, let's not get into that yet. How do you use this guy? I want to give this another try. Sails. So Sails is just like Rails. It's not like Laravel. It's like Rails. The same application setup. I think at this point there's enough people on it that they're updating it. Maybe not. Delete funding YAML. Get rid of that. We're not working on this anymore. So maybe Sails is out. We could look at Adonis. Portainer. What is Portainer? That sounds useful. Oh, making Docker management easy. Oh, I don't think this is the thing. I don't know what this is, but if this is a funded company, y'all need to get a designer involved. Stop using those templates. Lazy Docker. I don't know what any of this means. I don't know what the heck that is. Ooh. Container-based development tools for local and live. This sounds in the Ballpark. Now, as I'm seeing these screenshots by Randy Fay, is that a real image of Randy? Randy's a fun guy. This is definitely, I think if you're a PHP guy, this is super valuable for you. Not for us. The Laragon was the other one. So this isn't what we want. We don't want gem install rails. I'm really just so surprised. I mean, we could just use, I guess we could just use NanoBucks. We're maybe looking somewhere in here. The database being managed is kind of interesting. Let's see what this is going to cost. $15 for your base managed database. That ain't bad. Take a quick look at Heroku. See if Heroku has come down in price. Not very far down in price. They're very expensive. So we probably want a standard, maybe a standard 1X. Where do we, oh, right here. Okay. See one of those. For workers, you usually stick them on the 1Xs. So let's say we do a 2X to run the app and then one worker. Well, now we're at $75 a month. Heroku, you have not gotten any cheaper. This is the dumbest thing. 10 million maximum rows for $9 a month. What? How is this make sense in anybody's mind? Heroku, you crazy. So I'll just say hosting TBD. Yeah, the next thing we'll research out here is the token, the big piece. This is the big boy. There's a few things I already figured out. Okay, so we want an ERC20 token, but there's other piece of this that we want to kind of hash out. Let's see how much the TX fees are on an ERC GUI. So it's called GUI. Oh my God. 22 cents to get that thing done in less than 2 minutes. Okay, but if we want it in less than 30 minutes, 0.3 of a cent. All right, let's see. Percent of transactions mined at 5 minutes. So that's how many have gone through the chain with 1.8 GUI. How is it? Is this broken? What does gas used mean? What does that even mean? I like that chat is empty right now because not empty. Nobody knows, right? This is all just really weird stuff that you're like, why would you ever use this? Let's see. We know what gas is now, kind of. What's GUI? Okay. So it's pegged to 1 ETH. So that'll get us 1 trillion GUI. Hold on. There's even more weird shit. So you don't have to buy them. They're just a part of the ether. Then every time transactions took place, we would burn a little bit of that to let the transaction go through. Well, okay. Kind of understand this a little bit more now. So we'll just put 1 ETH set aside for gas. And I guess we can always be like, hey, if you want to donate, we can always give you guys a place to throw that at. Have a receiving address for donations, question mark, question mark, question mark. I don't know. Or I think we should just have that just so we can refill it. Let's just go to TopTel, TopTel.com. They got this guy, 9 minutes. In 9 minutes, you'll have your own token. Do whatever you want with it. Deploy the contract to the plug. He has shown us nothing. This guy has said basically like, yeah, you can make it this way. I feel like I just got robbed out of 2 minutes of my time. So I think there's something that's cheaper than this. Token mint. Create your own Ethereum smart contracts without coding. That sounds better. So if we want to create a token, that's what we want right there. Mintable ERC20. So you just say the function mint. That's what we want. New tokens can be created at any time and added to total supply. Because part of our thing is every time there's watch minutes, we want to create more tokens. So that'll help that out. Yeah, why not? Let's put that in the costs. So for $39.99, we're in business. It's so crazy. It doesn't even make sense. Dashboard. So I think we're going to use view. I like the title of this, how to stop worrying and love the front end. Perfect. Ivan, you got me with your sweet title, buddy. That's a lot of text though, so I'm just going to keep moving until I see something that my eyes figure out better. Okay, and then Webpacker, you can just do really quick install stuff. I've never even used Webpacker. I got to look that up. I didn't know that was a thing. That's smart. That's real smart. This is the stuff I'm going to have to get my head wrapped around because I don't really do Node. This kind of stuff, yeah, I need to get, this is where the learning comes in. I don't think that this is going to be as easy as Ivan here made it out to be, but we can get into it. It looks like it's feasible. Why wouldn't it be feasible? The API, let's get into this stuff. The YouTube integration for the API. So the two things that we need to make sure we could do is get the watch minutes from the channel. and the video catalog pool, again, from the channel, and possibly a webhook push for new videos, which I'm sure is a thing. Oh, you could confirm this stuff? Why? Set the parameter to true to retrieve a feed of the subscribers of the authenticated user in no particular order. Just however YouTube feels like sending them to you, that's how you're going to get them. Just, it could be alphabetical. It could be whose birthday is the closest. Could be the last person who looked at it. Nobody knows. YouTube doesn't know. They're just like, we don't know. I think there might be easier ways to see that the user subscribed, but that's interesting that we can get it that way. So let's see, if we do a list, returns a list of videos that match the API request parameters. So you can ask for a list, and there's quota costs. Son of a B. Wow. We're going to really have to figure out what the quotas are though, because there's going to be a lot of things to check on, but you can grab all their subscriptions too. Crazy. Now, something you have to keep in mind here, I think, is that like there's 2 layers of authentication here. There is a layer here that's Google. And then once you sign into this and you're like, I'm in, what am I drawing? What in the world am I drawing? So you go through that and you say, okay. And then we pull another layer that you have to sign into. Whenever I sign into anything with Google OAuth, I've got to pick my Google account first. I say, okay, that's the one I want to use. And then the second one is going to be YouTube. And I think that somewhere in here, there's permissions. I don't know if there's permission lists here. I would hope so, but it's entirely possible. It's a full grant. And it's like, boom, you do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. And that's kind of scary. Boom. That's what we want. Estimated minutes watched is a core metric. It's a core metric and is subject to deprecation policy. What is the deprecation policy? I think we're just going to guess that, yes, you can, you're fine here. You're probably fine. Are they going to show us the return value or just how to request it? You're not going to show me, but you know, thanks for putting the most unusable dark mode I've ever seen in. Where's the 1 star? Boom. Unusable documentation. Light code. You can read it. Dark code. Nope. Let's just keep that green color there. Unreal. This is Google. How much is Google worth right now? What's the market cap on Alphabet? Way too much to be making those guys. $865 billion company. Okay. So we auth a token, then we can ask for these things and get them back out. Okay. We auth a token, then we can ask for these things and get them back out. Okay. And what I would hope is, I think what we try to do here is do some graphing, and we would say like, okay, there's this many watch minutes this day and this many this day, and essentially do a ledger. Yeah, just want to make sure that these always go into a list to be cleared out, the ledger. All right, so let's see, can we do Twitch? I bet Twitch has got a nice tidy little API for us. Bingo bango, right there. I think for the dashboard here, and the login auth, primary with a Google account. So sorry guys, if you don't have a Google account, you're gonna have to make one to use this. Also Twitch account, and then enable either Google or Twitch. This looks pretty tidied up. I mean, research wise, this is the stuff I was worried about ish. I think we're good on it. Now tracking all those little events, I feel like we just figure that out when we're doing it. We can go look at those, like Chrome extension, track YouTube watch time. So this guy, Avi12, look at that. It's just this little stupid thing that he made. I'm curious if it's just gonna track that you're on a site. Why don't we install this thing? Let's see, boom. Read all my browsing history. Yeah, sure, why not? That's fine. Pause it. We're gonna turn the audio off because we have to pay for that audio. Yeah, look at that. It's got it. That's this thing. Okay, so if I pause, oh, it totally knows. So it totally, now is it gonna freak out? Is it gonna think I watched more if I do that? Nope. That's what we're looking for. That's exactly what we're looking for. Real question is, now that I have downloaded that extension, how easy would it be for me to go ahead and see that extension, see how the guy coded it? How do we see this extension? Where is that? Oh, bignumber.js. Perfect. It's using jQuery. See guys, it's used everywhere. Okay, so from Chrome Storage Local, it's grabbing something called total watch time, which is this thing, right? Yeah, I don't see it. How do we, yeah, let's see. How do we open up? How do you look inside of an extension source? We're doing it, but we're looking at maybe something that's already been cleaned up a little bit. Nude. Fiono e ko jidijai. There it is. Perfect. Maybe player version, something or another, YouTube video player, keep going. There's the HTML5 video container. And there's your video right there. Nothing there says it's playing. Does that change when I do that? Oh, right there. Right there. Paused mode. Playing mode. And just run a timer. You see that right there? Wow, that's way easy mode. And then what we'll do is we'll write this to, I don't know, something. We'll probably have the extension load up and say, these are all the videos I can watch and still get points for. It's a little scary. I mean, you can definitely see somebody's full watch history in that sense. But I think what we'll do is we'll make sure we open source that piece. And that way you guys can see that we're not doing anything shady, if that makes sense. Like we're just going to, okay. All it does is it doesn't look at anything when you're not on one of our videos. If you're on one of our videos, it'll start tracking. Virtual wallets, I guess we could look into. We'll just do an Omatum wallet. So again, you would just say, here's my receiving address. I think the one thing that guy had stuck in there though, that's a cough. I think we're through the plan here. We're through the plan. We did all the research. Thanks a lot guys for stopping by. I'll see you later.